You are tuned in to Kids
In the Pit.
Hey guys, it's Gabe from the Kids in the Pit podcast. Today I'm joined by Michael Bishop, aka Blöthar the Berserker from GWAR. GWAR is probably my favorite band to see live because the blood getting shot in your face, it's sick. So thanks for joining me. Yeah, what instrument did you play in GWAR when you started playing with them, and what do you do in the band currently?
Well, I played bass guitar for GWAR initially. Um, on the I got in the band when I was in high school. So I guess I was 17.
Nice.
Yeah. How old are you?
How old
How
am
old-
I?
yeah. How,
I'm 12 years old. I forgot for a second.
oh, you had to think for a minute. All
Yep.
right. Yeah. So I was 17 and um I played bass guitar and now I sing.
Awesome. I play bass in two bands currently. I'm in a band with my dad called Thought Control. Like we're like a hardcore punk band from New Jersey, and I'm also in like a thrash band with my friends called World of Chaos.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And
Good,
I also what
good band names.
I also sing in World of Chaos. I play bass and sing.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I miss playing bass.
Yeah, bass is very fun.
Yeah, it
Also,
is.
like, I feel like it's not like if you mess up, no one really cares because all the like spotlights on the guitar player and the singer, right?
Uh-huh.
So, but I mean, if you
Yeah,
miss,
yeah,
like,
it's
people don't
tough.
notice as much.
I don't know if no one cares if you mess up.
Yeah, not no one, but
Some
like
people care.
not as many people
Usually the
notice.
jerky guitar player cares if you mess up.
Yeah,
But yeah, I know what you mean though. It's definitely a
yeah,
lot easier to just sit there and stand beside the drummer and you know, that's what you're
yep,
supposed to do is just hang out.
yep, yeah. Not as much as a spotlight, I guess.
Yeah, bass players get all the chicks though.
So, how old were you when you started playing bass? And what was your first bass?
Uh, my first bass, I guess I was probably 15. So I hadn't been playing very long when I got in GWAR. Um, I might have been 18 when I got in GWAR. I don't know. Now you got me thinking about it. Um, yeah, it was my first bass my mother bought me at a pawn shop. It was a Magnum bass, which was a Japanese guitar. Back then, uh, Japanese instruments were cheap. Now they're very expensive.
Yeah, definitely.
Um, yeah, and it was like a little Fender, sort of a P bass copy, a jazz precision copy actually.
Nice.
And I always liked those pickups. That pickup style is what I stayed with.
Awesome. Yeah, I play a Fender Squire jazz bass that I got for 50 bucks on Facebook Marketplace, and it sounds like really good. Like if you just put the right tone on it, it sounds amazing. And
Great.
I covered it in stickers. Oh, there's a GWAR sticker on it. Yeah, I have a bunch of stickers on there.
Yeah,
Um,
mine have a bunch of stickers too.
I watched an interview about your steak bass. Was it like hard to play with the steak cover on it? Like playing bass with the stuffed animal around it, I guess.
Yeah, it was real dumb. Uh, but
Yeah.
but before that, it had just been painted, and we kind of went back to that. Then they tried to like put a bunch of other stuff on it, like make it kind of three-dimensional. And that was on the second base, which my mother also bought for me. And then after that, yeah, so that wasn't the Magnum. That was when I got in GWAR, she bought me a better base. It was a sort of, it was another Japanese base, but it was an actual Fender. And it was called a Jazz Bass Special. Which,
Nice.
yeah. And now they still make these, the Jazz Bass Specials. They just have the sort of, both the P bass pickup and the jazz pickup.
Cool.
Yeah, I like that because it's very sort of round sounding.
Yeah.
What do you do with the tone knobs on your jazz bass? You turn them all the way up?
Yep. Every single one, all the way up.
Every single
do
one?
it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
That's how. I mean, it just. I've messed with it a little bit, and it seems like that's how I get the best tone, just from all the way up. Everything.
Yeah.
So where's GWAR from?
GWAR's from Antarctica. The people who make GWAR are from Richmond, Virginia. And actually GWAR's from outer space, but they wound up in Antarctica because they screwed up.
So you were in like some sort of ship going somewhere, and then you just crashed.
Yeah, that's what the story is, that GWAR was we were banished here in a meteorite. And that was because we were making a lot of mistakes. We had a group of a group of elite warriors in an army called the Scumdogs of the Universe, and we were cast down to Earth because we essentially we screwed up a lot. So they sent us to what you might call the Eastern Front in World War II, right? Like if you screwed up a lot, then they'd send you out to face the Russians on the Eastern Front.
Yep.
That's kind of what happened to us. They just picked an island in space and threw us there.
Nice. And you started killing. Did you? So is that why no one lives in Antarctica? Did you guys kill them all when you landed there?
Yeah, I mean, penguins live there, I suppose.
Yeah.
And aliens live there. If you believe, I mean, and GWAR are aliens, so that makes sense. If you look at all the stories about Antarctica, it's supposed to be there's lots of secrets going on there. And that's why I think why we picked to use that place in the story.
Yep. Yeah. Like no wonder the blood you shoot like at the shows, it's super cold. It probably came from Antarctica somehow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's better than being super hot, right? Which we've had happen before. If we keep we've kept the tanks out at a festival in the sunlight when it was really hot. And then all of a sudden we actually had to stop shooting it because the water was so hot. So
Jeez.
yeah, you don't want that.
Yeah. Nope. My mom makes me shirts for each like GWAR show I go to, and this one is still white. Let me check that away because we're going to Reading, PA this month.
All right.
Yeah. And also I went to one at the Baltimore show, and yeah, it is soaked.
Nice.
Also, at the Baltimore show, I was crowd surfing on top of the crowd, and like, yeah, I don't know if you remember, but you shot a ton of blood right into my face.
Yeah, that sounds like something I would do.
Yeah. Also, in Reading, PA, if you need anyone to like kill on stage, I'll totally do it. I'll be front row. So.
All right.
Yeah.
I like your logo there. Who designed your logo?
Just a guy
in Indonesia.
Yeah. Like
Mm.
a guy that messaged us. It was like, I'll do it for $40, and it was good.
My husband swears it was a bot, but it wasn't. It was a real person.
I don't think he seemed very real, so I'm pretty sure he's not a bot. Yeah, there's a bunch of things on that, and it looks very good.
Yeah, I like it.
I watched the GWAR documentary, and I saw that like the blood and other liquid you spray onto the crowd is made with like healthier ingredients than it used to be made from, right?
Yeah, well, it's made out of food safe dye, and I mean, when we first started, it was made out of Karo syrup
Yeah,
and food coloring. So
I interviewed what's his name? Chris
nope.
Bobst and Russ
Oh,
Pohorsky.
yeah,
And they told me that it was like Karo syrup and it got
yeah.
very sticky. Didn't it like spill into the monitors once? And you had to
It did at the very first GWAR show. They um all kinds of terrible things happened.
definitely.
And that was one. Yeah, they spilled it in the monitors and ruined the whole monitor.
Yeah,
And we had to
crazy.
buy it, which was more money than what they made that night. So
I mean, yeah.
it was a mess.
I'm glad it's not like sticky anymore because that'd be a mess.
Did Russ tell you about Mr. Magico?
Yeah, the costume and he did like didn't he do like a bunny trick or something?
Yeah, yeah.
Yep,
Yeah, that was his GWAR character.
yep. Yeah, I'm just glad it's not sticky. Like there was some sort of jelly stuff or something at the Baltimore show that he threw at the crowd. Like what was that?
Jelly.
If it was like a little almost like a grenade. It was like a little seemed like a water balloon, but there was like I don't know, there was some weird like thick
well, so we have the blood that we shoot out of the is different than the blood that we use in fights. And that's because in a fight you want actual sort of theatrical blood, like stage blood that has a kind of hang time. It's got a different consistency and it's easier to see it from the crowd. And they're usually made out of some kind of, I mean, we used to make it ourselves, but you can't buy carrageenan, which is an emulsifier that they use in food. It's in ice cream a lot. It's kind of a thickener is what it is. And um, they don't have that for sale anymore, but well, they do, but you have to have a special license to get it, which is really weird. Because for
odd.
years we would just buy it ourselves and make it, but now we actually have to buy the blood that we use. Not the blood we shoot out, but the blood we use in fights. And we put the blood in simple sandwich bags, right? And tie them off, and that's how we make a blood bag. And then, you know, if I punch Sawborg, and then I've got a blood bag in my hand, and you just sort of
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
squeeze it, you know. Yeah,
You just
recipe
take
too.
yeah, that makes sense. That's smart. So what year did you join GWAR? And I think you took a break for a while. So like did you have a hiatus where you weren't in GWAR?
I did. I stopped uh when I was, I guess, 24 or so. I took a break. Yeah. And I just did another project. I had another band that I did. I did that for a while.
Nice.
And then went back.
Yeah, so now you're the singer.
Yeah, I know.
What
Uh,
year? Oh,
I quit. I mean, I think I quit in 1992 or 90. Yeah, 92 is probably when I left. And then I came back in 94, or not 94, close to 2000. Maybe it was 99 to do I came back and played on the record We Kill Everything, which you know, everybody in the band quit, um, except, I mean, essentially they lost Pete and they lost Casey, Pete Lee and Casey Orr. And so
Wait.
that,
Casey was he was Beefcake, right?
yeah, yeah, and he is now, but he stopped and he joined ministry, and I came back and recorded the record We Kill Everything with them, and then did a little bit of that touring, and then uh you know, I didn't stay. But uh they asked me to come back in 2009, but that didn't work out. And then when Dave died in 2014, I agreed to do some shows because were they had some shows booked before he died, and they said, you know, let's see how this works. And so I did that, and um it worked pretty well, and the fans seemed to like it, even though Blöthar looked ridiculous at first. I had a ridiculous outfit.
Yeah.
Even now, my outfit is pretty ridiculous.
It is pretty crazy, but it's I mean it definitely fits the alien theme. But
Yeah,
you have like don't you have like giant like antlers something?
I do. And you know, at first with it, what we were going to do was we were going to be Blöthar was going to kind of be a monster that was from kind of a biker type, because in the early days of GWAR, that's really what everybody was. It was more like they looked like a bunch of kind of cavemen or something, you know, with like crazy animal costume pieces on. And we wanted to do something that was similar to that, and we just wound up with a space Viking theme. And that's what we stayed with. And actually, it was Chris Bobst. His idea was like, you know, instead of go ahead and shoot, you know, instead of having a big wiener like the cuttlefish of Cthulhu, you could have some udders.
Yep.
Yeah,
You have don't you have four of them?
I do. Yes.
Yeah, very odd.
Yeah, yeah. Blöthar is he's kind
Something
of
else.
trans too, because he has he he also has a sideways hoo-ha.
Okay. I'm just
Working a lot today, huh?
yeah. Okay. I mean like so is the outfit like heavy, like especially the horns?
The outfit is weighs 74 pounds.
Wow.
So yeah, it's heavy, you know.
I mean, so how much does the base weigh? Like,
Uh the bass, my bass, the bass I play in GWAR is also the bass that I
wait, no, you don't play bass. You just sing now, right?
yeah, I just sing.
Okay.
And you know, I mean I have a Schecter bass that weighs about 8.5 or 9 pounds.
Wow.
But the bass I've always played weighs a lot. It's a very heavy bass. It's a sort of it's a Steinberger XM3. And let me see how much that thing weighs. I know it weighs more than
'Cause
no.
I mean, I guess if you had a bass on too, it'd be even more heavy. So
Oh, yeah, yeah, it's definitely heavy. Um, I want to say it weighs 14 pounds.
wow,
Yeah.
that's nuts. That would be if you played that. It would the costume with the base. That'd be an extra 88 pounds.
Yeah, yeah, that's a
Wow.
lot. I mean, and I do play it sometimes. I have played it on stage before. I used to do Viking Death Machine. Are you there?
Oh, yep.
Okay. Yeah, I would do the song Viking Death Machine and a couple other tunes.
I don't
Songs.
think I know that song.
Yeah,
What record's that on?
Viking Death Machine is on Blood of Gods.
Okay. What's that one look like? I don't remember the names. I just don't know what they. I just know what they look like.
It's the first one that we did after Dave died, and it's
Okay.
got kind of almost like a red, white, and blue cover. It's really weird.
Our cat's being crazy.
Uh-oh.
Are you also in X Cops?
No.
X Cops is playing with GWAR at Reading in Reading, PA.
Yeah, I know. That's exciting. Look at that kitty cat.
Yeah, she's crazy.
Oh no.
Like, so next to my bed, there's this like metal table, and me and my friend were having a sleepover, and in the middle of the night, she was just on it and it just came crashing down, and it was so loud at like probably 12 a.m. It was ridiculous.
How old is your brother?
He's 10.
Hmm.
Yeah, this cat is crazy. Very chaotic.
They get that way.
Definitely. Yeah, so it seems like at night she's just like she does this thing where in the middle of the night she'll just sprint across the house. And it sounds like a tiny horse galloping.
Yeah, they got a lot of energy. They try to burn it off. She's usually out there killing stuff
Yep.
according to nature. So
Yep.
does
That's
she
crazy.
stay inside?
Yeah, she doesn't go outside at all. She just kind of goes around the house. We also have a dog.
Hmm.
Yep. She's cool. Yeah, I saw you guys at my first time seeing you guys was at Fest in Gainesville, Florida.
Oh yeah.
I didn't have a white shirt for that one, but my skin was dyed purple for like we had to go back to the hotel and like shower. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, it is ridiculous.
But I mean, it's awesome though.
Yeah, we get some funny looks.
Yep. Also, my band Fog Control, which I mentioned earlier, is playing in one of the venues this year. It's gonna be awesome.
Fest.
Yeah, Fest.
Oh, at Fest.
Yeah,
That's nice.
yeah, that's gonna be very fun. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't. I think the farthest I've played is England, but the farthest in the U.S. is probably like Boston. Maybe. I don't think I've. Yeah, I think it was just Boston.
How'd you play in England?
So we've gone there twice, but I've only played once. So in June 2023, they went, and I just came with pretty much as a roadie because my dad was in the band. But then I joined in like, I think probably September 2023. And then we went back this April, and it was very cool. And I got to play.
Nice.
Yep. So where's your favorite place in the world you've ever played a show?
For a long time it was in the Netherlands, in a northern city called Groningen, Holland. But I think now trying to think, I mean, we always have there are certain places where we play that we always have good shows, and they aren't always my favorite places to be, but Groningen, Holland was a pretty fun one.
I mean,
It's just a place that works like works like things should work.
I mean, kind of anywhere in Europe is just always amazing to play.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Where
Yeah.
did you play in England?
So we did 4 shows. I think it was Sheffield, Newcastle, Bristol, and then Plymouth.
Mm,
It was very, very fun. The Newcastle show was awesome. It was just a great show.
yeah, it's a fun town.
Newcastle's great. And
Uh,
at the Sheffield show was a floor show, so that was very fun.
What's that mean? Like you're playing on the floor?
Yeah, we played on the floor. Yep.
Mm,
Also in Plymouth, we just played in like the basement of a bar. It was so hot, but it was so fun. It was just like such like a raw like punk show. It was nuts. Do you
I
have
like.
like do you have like a crazy tour story that you could share that are at all appropriate for a 12-year-old?
Hmm. That definitely narrows the scope. Um, yeah, I mean, so we used to have a play in a lot in San Antonio, Texas. There was a place called, turns out that it was in the process of becoming a pretty famous punk club among touring bands, but it was a Mexican restaurant and it was called Taco Land. And
Nice.
yeah, and Taco Land was fun because the owner was this guy named Ram, and he was a Mexican guy, and for whatever reason, I guess when we loaded in the equipment, they saw all the stuff that we were bringing in to this Mexican restaurant, and and that was a floor show, by the way. And they kind of went, they were just really into it, right? So Ram called all of his friends, and then they called their friends, and so when we played, there weren't any punk rockers or like normal GWAR fans there. The only people there were Latino farm workers.
Wow.
Yeah, it was because it was pretty much sold out of nothing but, and I don't think any of them paid to get in, but but they gave us our guarantee, and we played, and all the punk rockers there, it was so busy inside they couldn't get inside. So very
Wow.
few, yeah, very few of them got to see the show. They watched through the windows. Um, and it was fun. It was like I don't know if you've ever seen a Western where there's suddenly a big fight in a saloon. That's kind of what it was like. People were
How,
losing their minds, and
I mean, like how big was the place? Like, like how like yeah.
it was about the size of a like a McDonald's.
Wow. That would have been very fun. There's this there's this uh there's this place near us. Well, kind of near us. It's like 2 hours away. It's where like my band Thought Control plays a lot. It's called the Cinco de Mayo, and it's also a Mexican restaurant.
Mm,
And you play on the floor, and it's amazing. Maybe like 75 people can fit in there. Probably not even that.
right.
It's crazy.
It sounds fun.
Yeah, it was very fun. Also, we're going to Texas and doing 3 shows, which is going to be fun this
Yeah.
August. So I'm very excited about that. What's the weirdest thing you've ever eaten?
Weirdest thing I've ever eaten.
Yes.
Well, uh, I just had frog legs. I thought that was kind of weird.
I
Also
want
since,
I kind of want to try frog legs at some point, but it's kind of creepy. But I
yeah,
mean, it might be
everybody says
good.
they taste like chicken, but I don't
Yeah, I've
know.
heard that.
That's some pretty swampy chicken. Yeah, I'm not that into it.
Yeah.
I had frog legs, and then I've also had I think, I mean, I ate a bug once. Just flew right in my mouth.
Wow.
Big old
I
June.
you know I've ate like bugs that are like so like they're in like little packets like crickets
Mm-hmm.
and they have like seasoning on them.
What are you eating all this crazy stuff for?
I don't know. I want to try it.
Yeah.
Yep. Also, I promise this isn't beer. It's liquid death.
Yeah, but I know.
It's a sweet tea and lemonade.
Oh wow, I didn't know they made that.
Yeah, they make. I'm pretty sure they make a seltzer too, right?
They
They make
do.
they make a bunch of good stuff. They also make water, which is very good.
Yeah.
Water is delicious. Water.
We did some work with them, did some advertising with uh their owner's a pretty cool dude.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure on it says somewhere that says murder your thirst. I think somewhere it says recycle or die.
Mm-hmm.
Where does it say that? I'm
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure I saw something that said recycle or die on it. So yeah, it's very cool. I like the skull guy. Cool.
So you're in Pennsylvania?
No, Delaware.
Delaware.
Yep.
Okay.
Middletown, Delaware. It's not. I think we have like 25,000 people or so. Actually, in the town we live in, we're like there's I mean it's the fastest growing town in Delaware. Like they just keep adding stores and stuff. We're getting a Costco, we're getting a Target, we're getting a bunch of stuff. It's nuts.
And Thought Patrol is from Delaware?
No, Thought Control is from New Jersey, but me and my dad are in Delaware.
Oh, Thought Control.
Yeah. Wait, what do you think it was?
I thought it was Thought Patrol.
Oh, and it's only like one. It's like two letters off. So
Yeah.
very, very close. Yeah, but yeah, Reading's like 2 hours or so.
Oh, okay.
I've been to that venue a lot. It's very cool. Like, it's pretty crazy. So what's an animal you choose to scale up to the side of a horse and like hang out with if they wouldn't kill or eat you?
An animal up to the scale of a horse.
Yeah.
So a large animal that wouldn't eat me.
And you could just like hang out with it. Maybe like instead of using a car, you could just like sit on it and then just. I'm imagining like
Now, does it have to be that it wouldn't naturally not eat you, or does it have to be like
it
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 could
just
eat you?
it just wouldn't eat you. It would just
I see. Right.
become friends with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say a bear.
Bear would be awesome.
Yeah, I'd like to ride a bear, especially a big old grizzly bear.
Yeah.
Big
That'd be-
pissed off grizzly bear.
Yep. And yeah, at a GWAR show, that'd be nuts.
Yeah, me riding a bear.
I mean, bears are already like huge, so I don't think it needs to be scaled up much.
No.
So, I think like, I mean, a bird could be cool because you could fly on it, like a dragon or something. Like a
Yeah.
bird would, yeah.
Or an
Just
ostrich
imagine-
could run fast.
oh yeah, an ostrich would be nuts.
They
I'm-
say
I'm-
dinosaurs, birds. Birds are like dinosaurs.
I'm imagining like a frog. If you took a frog, made it a ginormous frog, it would
Wow.
probably jump like to the size of like it could probably jump across the Atlantic Ocean because they can already jump super high. And want to go to London? Dong.
Yeah, or a big old spider even. Ugh.
Yeah. Imagine like the fur on them. Some of them have like fur tarantulas.
Yeah, that's gross.
Yeah, no, thank you. Yeah. So, what was your favorite TV show or movie when you were my age?
Uh, probably, let's see. I mean, you said you were 12.
Yep, 12.
That's about the time I started watching this show called Night Flight, which was they actually have a TV channel now, Night Flight, and it was a music video show. And also they played movies and stuff like that. I guess I was 12 or 13 when I started really, really liking that, and I'd watch it, and that's where I saw a lot of cool stuff for the first time. Like that's where I saw the Sex Pistols and the Residents, that crazy band from San Francisco, and the Clash and all that stuff. And then, but as far as a regular like TV show with a story, gosh, I'm trying to think. Like back then, I don't even know. I probably Saturday Night Live. I liked watching that a lot when I was a kid, but it was a lot better back then.
Also, I met a bus driver the other day. I'm pretty sure his name was Dave, and he said he drove you guys like a few times last year.
Yeah, I know Dave.
Yeah, he has some tattoos on his arm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if you could tell your 12-year-old self anything at all, what would you tell him?
Uh, wow. Probably tell him just, live in the moment. Stop trying to be somewhere else.
Nice.
Life is fun.
Mama, grab the GWAR can. We got at the Baltimore show, we found this on the ground and we took it home. The GWAR Smash.
Oh, nice.
I wonder if there's any left.
It was
Uh,
actually kind of
Bottom
smashed.
left.
It's kind of smashed.
Yeah. No wonder it's called the GWAR Smash.
yeah.
I think I can get that back up there. Yeah, I got it. Ah, pretty high up. I wonder why. All right, well, anything to add before we wrap it up?
No, I appreciate it. It was a good interview.
Yeah, this was very, very fun.
Good. I'm glad.
So thanks to Michael for joining me today, and thanks to all you for watching and listening. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow me on Spotify and other streaming platforms. Until next week, bye.
Bye.